Hi, sharks, and welcome to Money Monday Live with Financial Sharktress. Today's topic is super fun. So if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you know I did a thing today. I just found myself a walking accountability buddy, and we went for our first walk together. So that made me really think about how important it is to have accountability buddies in general, and especially when it comes to money. Um, I just find that they hold you to it so much better than you could possibly do on your own. It's really tough to stick to something, and especially something that's financial, because there are so many things that come up, and there are so many ways that we talk ourselves out of doing what we know we need to do. um, that is definitely the case with me when it comes to my walking. And I knew that I had to put something in place to change that. um, so if you follow me, then you know I usually work with like a trainer, and I haven't been able to the last couple of months. It has been tax season, it has been crazy, and I needed to get back to physical activity. When I was in Israel, I walked so much because I had to walk everywhere, and I felt amazing. And I knew that I needed to recreate that here at home. And so I found myself a walking buddy. And so today was my first day. I'll be out there again tomorrow. So I'm getting healthy again. I'm feeling strong. And that's super important for your financial goals, right? To be healthy, because if you are not healthy, then nothing else matters. I learned that very clearly in these past few years. If you've been following me for a while, then you know I have a heart condition that I got from long COVID. Um, and it's really important for me to stay hydrated, for me to stay in shape. And it's also really difficult for me to do those things. So, in order to keep myself going and maintain my life and my work and being on here every week to speak to you, I need to stay strong and I need to stay healthy. And so I needed an accountability to help me do that. Now, I am also a huge proponent of having a money buddy. It is so, so important to find someone that shares your goals and is on the same financial trajectory as you. And you want somebody who is going to be putting in the work and going and achieving more and more each day. Um, it really, really helps you stay accountable. And that person also provides support when you need it, and support when you're doing anything major or drastic in your life, or even small things, is so freaking important. It's so important. You need to have people in your life that are rooting for you, that are going in the same direction, that are cheering you on. Um, so, how do you find the right person? The key is that you have to find somebody that you trust and that shares the same or similar financial goals and values. You also want to make sure that they are committed to the partnership, and that they want to hold you accountable, and that they genuinely want to be held accountable too. I can't tell you how many times that I've had accountability partners that didn't actually want to be held accountable, and that can cause friction, right? So you want to make sure that it's someone that is dedicated to going all the way with you, right? That way you can make sure that you both stay motivated and focused on your goals. Another tip is to find somebody who does something really well that you don't do so well. So if you are amazing at saving but horrible with investing, find somebody that's really good at investing, but not so great at savings, right? You want to be able to feed off your strengths so that you can contribute something to the relationship and that they can contribute something to the relationship. How many times do you want to meet? So it could be once a month, but if you really, really want to get somewhere with your goals and you want to stay accountable, I recommend that you have like a once a week meeting. You can do it over Zoom. It could be 10 minutes. It could just be going over your wins for that week and what you've done and what are your next steps. What do you plan to do next? You got to make sure to check in regularly. And I feel like a lot of us say we want a money buddy, we want an accountability partner, and then we lose it is that we don't make sure that there are regular check-ins and hold each other to regular check-ins. Those are so important. You want to make sure that there is somebody there to hold your hand once a week, once a month, whatever. If you want to do it once a day, power to you. I think it's a lot, but if that is what is going to help you and that person is open, do it. Because the more interaction that you have, the more that you can accomplish. It's great to have just someone to bounce ideas off of and then get feedback on your financial decisions. So there's also, I know because I've gotten a lot of pushback on this in the past, there's also concerns around having a money buddy. And that is, I don't want to tell people about my financial situation, whether that is your family or your friends. So my answer is you can be as open and as honest as you want to be. You don't have to give numbers. You just have to give it an idea. So if you don't want to say that your goal is to, let's say, save $1,000 this month, maybe that's your goal. Maybe you don't want to tell people that what your goal is. Maybe you just tell them that you want to save money, that you want to put steps in place to make savings automatic for you. And then you can do the work to figure out if you need to save it by the end of the month, how many dollars do you have to save a day, whatever it is that your goal is. You don't have to share the numbers. You can share the ideas. You can share in broad terms the goal, right? If you want to save for the down payment on a house, you don't have to tell them which house. You don't have to tell them where the house is located. You don't have to tell them, you can tell them as much as you want or as little as you want, but you want to share with them the idea. So I want you to go into your life and look at the people around you and think, who would be the best person for this? Who should I ask to be my money buddy? Who is working towards something bigger for themselves and their family? And what do I have in common with them? And what do I do really well? So that's a really important one, right? I want you to go into this knowing your strengths. So maybe take a minute and sit down and write down what are your strengths when it comes to money and what are your weaknesses when it comes to money. And this is really important, right? Because you want to know where you can contribute to the relationship, and also what are the areas that you have the most work to do. And those are the areas that you can focus on, right? The ones that you have the most work to do, that's where I want you to focus. That's where I want you to say, and be really honest with yourself as well, because this is a very tough thing to do. I want you to know and say to yourself, hey, this is my weak spot. This is my shadow. This is the thing that I don't want to look at. And that's where I want you to look, because that's how you become stronger. That is how you make a difference in your life, by looking into those shadow areas, by looking into those areas where you're not strong and strengthening up what you can and finding the right people to help you strengthen those areas. So look at your friend group, look at your family members. If you don't think you have somebody in that group, reach out to me and we can find you a money buddy. You can find money buddies on the internet. There are support groups for everything. You can look at all different financial groups on Facebook if you want support. You can think about different associations that you have or networking groups that you have and see somebody that's doing something big or somebody that's doing something that appeals to you, and just reach out to them and see if they'd be interested in having an accountability buddy, a money buddy. The biggest thing is that most people feel scared to reach out. You are the one that's doing the reaching out. You are saving them that time. You are saving them that aggravation, that fear of approaching someone, and people respond positively to that. So please go out into your life. Think about who fits this. Who do you want to be the person that holds you accountable, and stick to it. And it can be your partner. If you've got a wife, a husband, a partner, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, you guys are together all the time. It just makes sense also to help each other grow. So if that person in your life is someone you can turn to and talk about this, that's amazing. And honestly, they should be someone you can talk to about your financial goals and your financial future, right? If you are comfortable enough to get naked in front of someone, you should be comfortable enough to talk about your money to that person. So go out, find your money buddies, tell me how it went. I would love to hear your story. If you want to reach out and have me help you find a money buddy, I would love to do that. You can get on a call with me or you could reach out to me. I am Financial Sharktress on Instagram, financial_sharktress. Just search Financial Sharktress and you'll find me. If you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I go live every Monday at this time to give out as much advice as I can. And please feel free to share this video with anyone that you think needs to hear it. That is all for tonight. And if you are in my Facebook groups or you are following Galit Speaks, that is my philanthropic podcast, I will see you on Wednesday for an episode. Have a great night, and let's start finding our money buddies and let's grow together. Thank you, Sharks. Bye.